Hello! Hi! Welcome to episode 3 of my computer show, Claire's Computer Show. So, today I woke up, it's now like 10 a.m. I love how I do these in the morning a lot of the time, but, I woke up and I was just feeling really lost. The 20s are hitting. I will be 21 years old in like 6 months, and it's hitting. And not the fact that, like, oh, I'm gonna be older. It's more of just, like, the effect of this stage in your life really hits at around, like, 18, 19, especially when people are moving away from their families' homes and going to college for the first time or starting the career really early on. It's all very scary. I think everything is scary. Like Maddie Healy said, sincerity is scary. It's true. But anyways, yeah, I've been feeling really pep talky vibes right now. And I wanted to talk about just your 20s in general, especially like entering your 20s, because that is so far what I've experienced, the scariest part. And I wanted to say what was I gonna say? I had words like 20 minutes ago. That was when I was listening to Aphex Twin, and I was feeling really introspective. Yeah, I wanted to say that fuck, this shit is hard. This shit is scary. I feel like I've been through a lot of different phases of my life when these phases could have taken me any direction, but I still chose. Somehow I made it here. And like, here in school in Chicago and like doing art and I'm getting commissions now, which I've only had a few times in my life, of like mostly with clothes, but now it's art and people are asking me to like make them things for like covers or logos, or like I made a balaclava back there for an Etsy purchase. And it's all happening, and it's really weird, because I don't know exactly where I'm going, where I'm taking this. Because I do have, like, my dreams. I definitely have dreams of having my own exhibition, and I make it a full immersive experience, and I can curate my own work into a really fine kind of collection. That's what I was trying to say. I want to make a really good, solid collection with strong work of mine that I'm proud of, and I can work with that by making a whole experience with an exhibition. And I want it to be something that, like, people come to visit and people travel to see, or it's something that people wanted to gatekeep but couldn't. Like, it's just, that's how I feel. And so that's what I'm working towards. And I want to be able to work from home and work independently and not be my own boss, for sure. Girl boss vibes. And I want to have a goat. And I want to have kids. I want to live on a farm and have a studio in the farm. And I want my house to be really fucking cool, okay? And I'm gonna make it happen. Because knowing me, I will make it happen. And I want a husband and all those fun things. But that's not the point. The point is, whether you think that this is worth it or not, it's leading you somewhere. You're going to get out of wherever you are now, as long as you work towards it. As long as you work away from what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, say with me in school, I hate school and I want to drop out so fucking bad. I want to leave. I love where I am, but school itself I was never good at, and it's really discouraging for me. And so the way that I've dealt with it and the way that I'm pushing through is thinking that this place will give me great opportunities to work wherever I want, with the skills that they're giving me, and making connections while I'm here, and being able to just make myself. I've never been able to make myself truly proud because of how my high school years went. It was horrible. And like, I know a good amount of people that follow me have seen me go through that stage of my life where everything was just going wrong, and I just wanted to be happy, and I was trying to chase whatever that felt like. But truth is, I had no idea what the fuck that felt like. I was just following hormones and whatever the fuck I wanted to do because I was stupid and I was 17, and it's all so discouraging. It's all so very discouraging to see where your life has been and tell yourself, and like struggle to tell yourself that it will not always be this way. And I promise you, it will not always be that way. Yeah. Everything is forever changing. Nothing is temporary. None of your situations, as long as you're working to get out of it, none of your situations are permanent. Unless it's like something really medically serious or something, or you're in prison. But you wouldn't be watching this if you were in prison. Now were you? You're here. And you're fine. You are okay. And my mom has always been like, my parents really are so supportive of me, and they're just so caring and thoughtful, but it's really hard to push through when they're just like, you can't leave. You just can't. And the thing is, my dad, I was talking with him about school and just how desperate I was feeling to get out. And desperate I was to start a career and just kind of start making money in some way. And he was just like, you can drop out. You just have to have a plan. So I realized I didn't have a plan. I didn't have anything to hold on to or fall back on. Of course, I'm making things, and I have commissions sometimes, and they're all so very small. The most I'm making out of something is like $70 for a handmade piece, and that's like every once in a while. It's not a common thing for me to be making money off of the things that I love doing. It's really weird being disappointed in yourself over something you could not control. And that's how I feel about school a lot of the time. It's just, I try, but I'm not the kind of person to be good at these things. My brain is not made for the setup of a classroom. Yeah, I have a horrible ADHD, and my brain only focuses on the things that it wants to focus on, you know? It's not like I can choose what my brain needs, you know? And that's really frustrating with school, because I can get very hyperfixated on something and get good at it, but I don't have a choice over what that is. And I could already hear, like, my psychiatrist or my therapist or something just being like, you just have to learn how to control it. No, babe, doesn't do that. Does not do that. And so I think I've been working on trying to find things that will help me in life that I am also passionate about. Like, for example, for my class registration for the spring semester, instead of doing the classes that were kind of like set up for me, basically, like, for example, I had tried to do a humanities class, craft, culture, and history, and that was ass. And then my advisor, he goes, it's fine, you can drop it, but next time you can just pick a humanities class that you're actually interested in. And I was like, I can? And so for this registration time, I did a lot of research on what exactly I wanted to study, and I really want to do an independent study major so then I can do my interests and study the things that I know will help me with my career. But that's not really a thing that's set up in school because it's all very like isolated studies. Like, I'm not strictly a fine arts person, and I'm not strictly a digital art person, and I'm not like, I'm all of these things, but I'm not just one, and I refuse to push myself to study thoroughly one thing when I could be studying a lot more of like an overview, or kind of not really an overview, that sounds half-assed, but like, you know what I'm saying, where it's a more broad spectrum of studies. And I think that's something that everybody should consider, is just like, school might not be for you, but you can make it for you if you learn how to tailor it to your needs. And I know that I've lost track of what I was saying a long time ago, but you know what, that's okay. As I was saying, ADHD. Yeah, I've been feeling really just like I need a hug. I need someone to cuddle me and tell me random quotes that will make me feel better. But instead, I bought a book, and I want to talk about it. There's not much to say. It's just how amazing and helpful it is, especially for this time in your life, that I've been struggling with. It's called Heart Talk by Cleo Wade, Poetic Wisdom for a Better Life. Here it is. And they're just like helpful things to hear, you know? Something that I needed to hear for a minute. But yeah, don't look at my bed. I've gone to all my classes this week. I haven't skipped a single one. I'm chilling. And that feels good. And what I'm going to do to reward myself is I'm modeling for and that's all I need to feel good. But yeah. Oh, also, yesterday I was talking to my boyfriend, and he was just saying, like, now is the time to look for summer jobs and internships. And I was like, shit, you're right. So I started looking. I started applying to random ones. But I found this really good one that I really want to get into. And they reviewed my application twice. I think they're going to reach out to me, and I think they want me. So, and it's in Chicago, and it's at an exhibition gallery thing, and I'm gonna go edit this now. I'm gonna post it, and you're gonna listen to me ramble. Bye!